If you've been waiting for the Edmond housing market to shift, it has, but maybe not in the way you think. Buyers have more homes to choose from than they did a year ago, but Edmond is still considered a seller's market. So what does it actually mean if you're thinking about buying or selling a home? Hi, I'm Dave Parker with Dave Parker Realty. I pulled the latest July market numbers for Edmond from Realtors Property Resource, or RPR, so let's take a look at what they're telling us. Let's start with inventory because that's where I see one of the biggest changes. In July, Edmond had 4.22 months of housing inventory. That's up 12.5% from a year ago. In plain English, buyers have more choices. They don't necessarily have to jump on the first house they see, and sellers are facing more competition than they were a year ago. But here's the interesting part. Even with that increase in inventory, Edmond is still classified as a seller's market. More inventory doesn't mean homes aren't selling. In July, the median time on the market in Edmond was just 21 days, and homes that sold received a median 100% of their asking price. The median sold price was $363,120, down about 1.3% from June. So we're not looking at a market where buyers have suddenly taken control. We're looking at a market that's become more balanced and one where buyers can be more selective. So if you're thinking about selling a home in Edmond, what does this all mean for you? It means buyers are still buying, but they have more choices. And when buyers have more choices, your home has to compete. Pricing, condition, presentation, and marketing all become more important. The days of simply putting a home on the market and assuming buyers will compete for it aren't something I would count on. Today's seller needs a strategy from the beginning. And if you're buying in Edmond, having more inventory is good news. You may have more choices and a little more breathing room than buyers had when inventory was extremely tight. But I wouldn't confuse having more choices with having all the leverage. Homes are still selling, and well-priced homes can still move quickly. So rather than trying to time the market perfectly, I'd focus on finding the right home, understanding its value, and making an offer that makes sense for your situation. The bottom line is that the Edmond market is changing, but that doesn't mean it's stopped moving. Buyers have more choices, sellers have more competition, and both sides need to understand the market they're actually in, not the market we had a year or two ago. If you're thinking about buying or selling in Edmond, and you'd like to talk about what these numbers mean for your particular situation, give me a call. I'm Dave Parker with Dave Parker Realty, and I'm always happy to have a conversation. No pressure, just honest answers. Thank you and have a great day.